humility and patience. I was doing real life renovations. And though I made mistake on occasion, I bounce back, I'm a one-man nation. Proactive, no procrastination. I avoid limitation. I ain't affected by inflation. Outside everyday dedication.
Alright. Welcome to another episode of the Neuro Health Show. Hope you lot are well. Hope your families are well. Check on your families, man. Check on your friends too. Make sure that they're doing well physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Is important, man. Now, committing to any sports has tremendous benefits. Physical benefits, mental benefits, emotional benefits. It goes without saying that when you train at any sport and you lock in, it builds character. You learn about yourself. You understand how you react to defeat. You understand how you react to success. So, commitment to sports, positive. Now, committing and even taking on combat sports, to me, is a must. I feel like everybody at one stage in their life, at some stage in their life, should get involved with one type of combat sport. Experience it. Go to the training. See what it's like. Test yourself, push yourself, see how you feel. And it's not just about, I'm not saying this because I think people should be macho and go fight, punch, kick, It's got nothing to do with that. The thing about combat sports is that it builds a different level of discipline that you probably didn't know that you had. With other sports, what I'm basically trying to say is that the sport there is too nice. You make a mistake, is don't worry, try again. Don't worry, next one. Unlucky. With combat sports, there's no unlucky, because if your luck runs out, you get knocked out. It's a different type of discipline. You push yourself. You go to your peak and then try to go beyond. What I've realized personally with combat sports, I've been training for about 3 years now. Between 2.5 to 3 years I've been in the gym. And what I've realized is that the same things that I started learning when I first started are still the things that I'm learning now. Not that I haven't progressed, because there's videos that prove my progression. I know the boxing trolls out there, not saying no names. I know there's a boxing community out there that try it. But there's definitely been improvements. But the point that I'm saying is that you start training and all you're ever gonna hear is what you're doing wrong. Constantly. If the coach, and I'm only speaking about my coaches specifically, if they tell you that you're doing something well, you best hold on to that, because they rarely ever do. It's do this, no, not like this, 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 not like this. And what I'm saying is, you see that? It builds character. You see, to turn up to somewhere every single day, knowing that you're gonna get, not a bollocking, but you're just gonna constantly be getting rebuttal when you're trying your hardest. You see that alone, getting rebuttal and getting negative criticism when you're trying your hardest, even though it's constructive, getting that criticism when you're trying your hardest, it feels it builds character. Forget about how it feels. It builds character. And that's one of the reasons why I will strongly suggest to everyone, male or female, to go through and take up a combat sport. Any sport. Me, I like boxing, innit? That's my thing still. But yeah, man. The second reason is, and this is from experience of obviously being inside the ring. When you actually go to compete, or even just spar, not even compete, even when you go to spar, it changes you as a man. I can only speak as a man, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But it does change you as a man. Because you go into that ring and you give it your all. Everything that you've learned, you have to try and use it. Everything that you've learned. So you could have been training for a day. Well, you wouldn't spar if you was training for a day. But let's say you've been training for a month, 6 months, a year. Everything that you've learned goes into that 6 minutes. 3 2-minute rounds. Now, you give it your all. You're tired. You're knackered. And once you step out of that ring, knowing that you gave it your all and you didn't quit, that builds a different type of character. What adds a layer to that character is you've done all that whilst getting punched in the face. You've done all that whilst physically taking beatings. So you were taking beatings physically and you still managed to see it through, to continue, to overcome and not quit. You see that right there? It builds a different type of character. My mentality, as soon as I had my first fight, which I won by KO, you can go check that on my page, little promo. But my mentality, as soon as I won my first fight, was that if I can step into the ring, not knowing how my opponent is gonna respond, go into it not knowing, hold punches to my face and body, and come out victorious, then name one problem in this world that I can't overcome. Man was literally in the line of fire and I saw it through. What problem can you not overcome? This is why I'm an advocate that every man or woman should take up a combat sport. Not saying that you got to try be the next boxer, the next best British boxer. I'm not saying that you got to be the next UFC champion. But going through that experience, going through the training, getting into a ring or an octagon to spar, it builds a character that I can't explain to you. You can only experience it for yourself. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. If this video has helped you, you know what to do. And if you think this video can help someone else, again, you know what to do. And remember, a healthy man has many goals, but a sick man only has one. Boom.